All right, good morning. We have Wednesday, July 24th, I believe. Let's just check that out. Yes, it is. All right, we're headed out of Kalispell, beautiful town. Told you about the hotel that we had. We pulled up and it was all burnt down. So we had to get another one right next door. We ended up getting into probably a better one. Anyway, we're headed to the Glacier Mountains. It's a little after 5:10 in the morning. 61 degrees, so we need to get there. So anyway, hang in there, and we'll see you on the road as soon as we get in. Alrighty, so that's that. Ciao. Alrighty, we're on the road, on our way to West Glacier, Montana. It's early in the morning. It's 5:36, about 58 degrees. We're right in the beginning of the Glacier Mountains. We haven't gotten in yet. Still got about 10 more miles to go. It's a little dark, as you can see, but it's beautiful out here. Going nice and easy as we run right along. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little tip here. You know, trying to catch the sunrise coming up. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day, so should be nice. Well, you guys hang in there with us. Should be a lot to see in here. All right, we'll check back in a few minutes. All right, so it looks like we're getting sunrises up. Just a couple of miles from the glacier entrance. Beautiful out here today. Nice brisk morning. So awesome. Hang in there, guys. We're almost there. All right, so we were officially in the Glacier National Park. We made it about 12 minutes in time. So now we're going to head to the Apgar Visitor Center. Take a look at some maps, have a little breakfast, or a little something. And then check out all the festivities here. And we'll see what goes on here. Just following the traffic. I'm sure it's going to get real busy later. Let's see, Apgar Visitor Center is straight ahead. So we'll keep going to that. Going to the Sun Road next, right. That's where we're going. So we're headed to the Sun Road. All right, so like I said, we're officially in. We're taking the Sun Road. Yeah, we're going to pass by Lake McDonald Lake, all that stuff. So we're officially in the Glacier National Park. Beautiful in here. Guess we'll pull off where we can, take a look at the map, see where we want to go, see where we want to go hang out. And that's the deal. So we got, I don't know, Apgar up here somewhere. But we'll see. We could always turn around and go back to one because we're in now, so it doesn't matter. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. All right, I guess we're hitting some mountain ranges. Not exactly sure. We've been driving for about a half an hour now. Here's a beautiful stream on the left. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we couldn't get that. I'm just not fast enough to deal with two cameras. So we're just going to keep trucking on through here. See, I don't know. We're going up mountains, through mountains, no clue. But this is the deal. So hang in there with us. All right, so we've made it to our first stop, which is Avalanche Creek. So we're just down here walking around, just checking out this little creek. I don't know, I guess that's what Glacier National Park is all trails. Yeah, my daughters would love this. But it's pretty cool here. Give you a little shot. We'll come around. And this is Avalanche Creek. So it's a little creek. And it starts from there and kind of goes all the way down. I mean, it's beautiful in there. You got the drop back of the mountains, you got the The moon is out above. So this is it. So this is Avalanche Creek. I mean, it's pretty in here. You know, I don't think we'll be going up any mountains or anything like that on this trip. So I guess we're just going to just stop and hope no bears pop out of the woods, because this is where you would see them. That's for sure. All right. So let's turn this camera back around. Got a load of what? And here we go. All right, so it's very nice. Maureen's just sitting there with her arms folded like, yeah, okay, next. All right, so we'll check out and we'll head up the road and see what we find. All right, so it looks like Trail of the Cedars, Avalanche Lake. So I guess we're gonna head on in and see what the deal is. I don't know. Pretty cool out here though. A lot of cars coming. Large groups of people.
Good morning.
All right, let's follow it up so we don't get lost.
Not gonna get lost.
All right, we'll check it out. All right, so I don't know, we got one group is going that way and we're gonna go this way. Gonna go over a little overpass. All right, so I don't know what this deal is. Guess we'll check this out. I guess this is part of that creek that we saw before. I see all kinds of people on these trails. They're just walking. It's pretty. Let's see, what do we have here? I wonder if that's a little, I doubt if that's a beaver stand. It's too shallow. We got this side here. Oh, I love this lake. Love this stream. Got all the, like field stone, I guess. Very pretty. Very pretty. All right. People behind us. A couple of kids. All right, we're gonna walk into the forest. Me and Dorothy. The Cowardly Lion and Dorothy. I don't think this really goes much, but yeah, maybe we'll see some bear. Oh, lions. At least they got walkways. I mean, if these are trails, I don't know. Pretty hot stuff if you ask me. And there's actually a sign up here. Tells you what you're in for. Check this baby out. All right, we're gonna just keep on walking here. Whew, let's see. See what the sign has to say. People coming and going. Very busy. And that one goes to a parking lot. So what's down that way? No lions?
No.
No bears? No tigers? Okay. Trail of the Cedars. Look, listen, smell, feel the peace, and inviting stroll. All right. You're among the ancients here. Interesting. All right. Let's go for a little walk. We're going to walk this trail and we'll tune in a few minutes. All right, this is pretty cool. I'm guessing these are tall cedars. That's what they're supposed to be. So that's supposed to be like the cedar walk. So we're gonna chime down here a little bit. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, these cedars, they go way up. Oh, I hear pterodactyls in the background. Yeah. I can't believe they actually have a walkway. Let's see. Let's see, baby. Okay, gives you a little picture of a little field mice or something. I don't know. Weird stuff. Hey, we got a bench for people like me. Take a break. All I know is you can walk this thing and get lost. You sure maybe we shouldn't throw some seeds down so we can find our way back? Yeah, that's what I'm going to check out right now. All right, we're still doing this little walk. Oh, wow. Here's one that went down. I guess they left it here. Huh. Kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones. Looks like the Iron Throne. Cool. Cool. Let's see. You still have these large cedars, which is crazy. And just give you a little picturesque view of the land in front of us. All right, we're gonna go down a little further and we'll chime back in. All right, so we're continuing to walk these trails. And we went quite a way. Beautiful stream though. The sound is incredible in here if you just listen. Let's see what's behind us. It's amazing how they made this wood trail. I mean, crazy. An awful lot of wood. An awful lot of trail. Okay. Let's move on. Let's see. Moist Pacific air, blocked by the Rocky Mountain peaks. Giant cedars. And these are the giant cedars. Pretty awesome sight. All right, we'll be back. All right, we're continuing this journey. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Look at how beautiful this is. Can't get better than that. Beautiful waterfall. That is so cool. Hey, there's the people. So I guess this does go all the way around in a circle. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Get your cameras out. Alrighty. This is pretty awesome here. Yeah, let's bring a couple of pictures. There you go. That's some nice shots. All right. Okay, so this trail seems to go full circle, but I don't know which way they came. Oh, they didn't come this way. No. No, okay. Avalanche trail warning. Bear frequenting area. Grizzly in area. Carry bear spray. Yeah, I have bait. Standing right next to me. All right, let's get out of here. All right, still traveling, trying to get out. The trail that we walked is a complete circle. It's probably a little over a mile. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little view of the pass that we're going through here. I mean, I think that is pretty cool. Yeah, they say there's a lot of bear in here. So, you know, when there's no people around, it gets a little nerve-wracking. Anyway, let's check out. Let's go down here and find our way out. We'll check back in a little while. All right. So we got that trail, the Avalanche Trail, I guess that's what they call it. Where the Trail of the Cedars, actually. And it was pretty cool. It's a little nippy out here, so we're gonna head back into the car and get up to the next trail and check that all out and see what that's all about. So hang in there, we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, so we're right after the cedar of the tree cedars, the cedar of the trees. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, just want to give you a little touch of what we're dealing with here. Very pretty here. Very pretty. You got the nice, beautiful lake. I mean, you could, you know, if I was younger, I'd crawl down on the rocks and go for a dip, but I'm sure the water's pretty cold. But anyway, here's your mountains in the background. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. Here's the road up ahead. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice shot. Nice shot of the mountains and the lake. I'm going to swing around real quick here. As you can see, beautiful lake. You know, we're kind of zooming in a little bit, which is pretty cool. Got the high mountain up on top. That's about it, you know. So that's pretty cool stuff. So this is right after the Trail of the Cedars, which was pretty cool. Anyway, and you go down here and here's the road where everybody's coming up. It's crazy. Anyway, we'll check out for now and we'll be back. Yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit more view of some of the mountains here with the snow caps on them. And you got the stream here going up. It's a little tough to see. I'll go up a little ways, but sun is up now. It's just about hitting a little after 8 in the morning. Pretty cool in here, man. Very different from where we've been. I mean, after all, this is it's more like a forest than a national park. I mean, you do have mountains, but we don't drive up and down the mountains. This just kind of goes through to the other end, just like a national park. But pretty cool stuff. All right, you got a good glimpse of it. I'll grab a picture of it and add that to the file, and we're in good shape. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. I just want to give you a little glimpse of what I'm catching here with the backdrop, the mountains. Got a beautiful running brook, a stream. Sure is cool in here. But anyway, we wanted to get a couple of really good shots. I'll take some snaps and we'll call it a day over here. But very, very nice. Yeah, this is what it looks like on the other end. With the water running through a little overpass. It's kind of neat. And you got your big, nice, beautiful backdrop. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna head back and run up the road a little bit. Now that is the deal. So pretty. It's really crazy. In fact, I'm gonna get another shot of those trees in the background. Cool. Yeah, just wanted to get a nice. I took some pictures with the camera, but I just wanted to get a few, just a few shots with the GoPro. Still a little cloudy out here. I see, you know, you got rivers running down the mountains where it looks like snow. You do have some snow caps up there, but you do have some running water running down the mountain, which is pretty cool. And then you have your stream down here naturally. You know, a lot of trees covering it up, so you really can't see too much. But it's pretty cool. I use the word cool because that's my error. Anyway, very, very pretty out here. All right, let's bounce back in the car and catch a little more. So we're continuing on our journey through Glacier National Park. As you can see, it's like a forest, but it's so pretty. I gotta dash out here for a minute, let this guy go through. Whoa, look at this guy coming down on a bicycle. He's flying down here. I'm gonna scoot out over here. So let's go. Yeah, we're gonna go easy right here. Just gonna get out and see if we see anything here. So let's check this out. We'll be back. Well, it seems we stop every 5 minutes or so just to get some great shots in of these beautiful tree lines and stuff of the mountains here in Glacier, you know. Can't help it. Can't help but see the beauty of it just being in the forest like this. You know, the GoPro only catches so much, but I'm going to try to get a little bit on the camera and try to zoom in, maybe get a little video on that and see how it works out. All right, so we'll chime back in. Now, once again, we stop off. I don't know if you catch, but they got the river runs way down there. Probably a little hard to see with that, but it's pretty majestic out here, that's for sure. Pretty majestic. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up a ways and get a little shot up here. I get these people are gonna be going out now, so. But it's beautiful down here, as you can see. Ridiculously beautiful. Totally different than what I thought we were gonna visit here, you know. Yeah, here goes a bicycle guy going down the road. Pretty cool. Now we're just gonna jot up here for a minute. Just to give you a little shot of the snow caps, you know. I mean, it's like we've probably seen a million of them on this trip. But, you know, this park is definitely unique. Definitely unique down here. I mean, it's all wooded with trees, as you can see from the backdrop. I mean, this is a beautiful area in here. And I'm just going to turn around here. Just give you a little shot of the road, you know. It's pretty cool. All right, we're going to bounce out of here again. All right, let's see what else we can find.